What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with the first part of another U2 for one. Thank you again to Izzy, not only for that clever turn of phrase, but for providing a number of remixes relative to the Achtung Baby album. And I'm going to do these in tandem for the next several U2 reaction cycles with a new tune from Zooropa. So yes, that's the plan, and I did forget to do that last time, partly because I was so focused on talking about Numb, because again, I really do love that song, and hearing it now twice recently, once when I did a video reaction over on my Patreon, and then doing the audio reaction last time around here on YouTube, I just really have come to remember and even understand better than I ever did before how much I enjoy that tune. But yes, that's the plan. For the next several YouTube reaction cycles, we'll do a double. So yes, meaning not a 2-for-1 in the sense that, like, when I say that, I usually mean one video. I'm going to split them up into 2 videos. But in any case, the remix we're going to listen to this time is the Lounge Fly mix of The Fly from Achtung Baby. And yeah, I very much enjoy the regular version of the tune. It has a darkness to it. I think lyrically, to the degree that I've come to understand it, there is this sort of dark and yet calm intensity to it. And there's clearly a notion of separation, and in fact, like, separation because of the dynamics involving not just the two people in question, but also seemingly like some of the lines and even the use of some of the words, like child, I think you could take in different ways. So ultimately one that I'm still digesting, and obviously, of course, people will take some lines and songs and lyrics differently. In any case, Izzy did mention to me that there are different lyrics in this version, so I don't know the degree to which that'll be true. I remember some of the line pairings and some of the verses, so perhaps I will be able to pick up on that. But either way, I'm excited, so let's give it a listen. This is U2. It's a remix of The Fly, and it's called the Lounge Fly Mix. Bit sonically different right away, too. best. It's no secret ambition, bites the nails of success. Every artist is a hero, every poet is a thief, and everyone's a user, 'cause everyone needs relief. Vocal range and diversity is so great. But okay, so yeah, different sonically, although for most of the track it's in a very similar place. It has that heavy alternative kind of grinding dark energy to it, but still with some melodic grace in there. But the opening and closing, the bookending of the track sonically felt the most different, if I'm recalling the album track right. And yeah, the beginning and ending, they had a bit more of a stripped down, eccentric, even a bit funky type of feel. But yeah, I think I did catch some lyrical differences. Again, not dramatically different, a lot of the same lines in there, or at least a lot of lines that like felt like they were tinkered just a tiny bit, and some that I think were verbatim from the album tune. But the intro, I noticed the line about like something like "that's why I left you." I don't think that line, at least in that place in the track, is the same in the album version. So yeah, it feels like maybe there were some slight tinkerings, but the overall story being told or scene being painted feels like it's pretty close, if not identical. But yeah, definitely I did catch some little differences lyrically here and there. It felt like there were more effects on Bono's vocal in this one. Sometimes it was like true sounding, but sometimes it was sort of echoed in the background. Sometimes it felt like there was a filter over it. I was like trying to gesture that during the song, and it's like it's a hard thing to figure the right gesture for. But yeah, it felt like there was like a filter, and like it was sort of hollowed out. And indeed, at the end there, right before it went back to that minimal kind of stripped down configuration, it was like the full edgy, heavy alternative track was suddenly being like twisted or like drained of its depth, and then it kind of became flat. Almost like the opening and the ending, it's like you're sitting somewhere and you're listening to the radio, and then suddenly you're like fully immersed in the track, and it's everywhere. It's the soundtrack that you're hearing. And then at the end, it was almost kind of like it reduced back to something coming out of a transistor radio or something. So I enjoyed that framing. But again, I very much enjoy the album tune. It is one I've re-listened to a few times, and this is a cool remix, and I think it's longer. I feel like that was maybe like a minute or two longer. I might be wrong. Okay, so that was 6.5 minutes. Can I check? Let me check the album version, because I can look at the file. So the album version, yeah, 4.5. So yeah, that was about 2 minutes longer. It felt a bit longer, so yeah, I guess that is typically the case with remixes and extended mixes and so on. But either way, thank you again to Izzy. Let me know what you think, and I'll be right back to do another tune from Zooroba. So I'll see you in a moment. Peace.